Hey guys, I said yesterday I would do a quick tutorial on how to make an everyday wreath. So I did not get around to doing that because of the two tiny hellions that I have running through my house and the fact that they would not go to bed before 9:30. So to start with, I did say that I went to At Home and got some Halloween stuff, but they also had really beautiful already made wreaths. These are part of their summer collection, so they are 50% off right now. After tax, I think this was 25. I'm sorry, this was 25 originally, so then half price. I think I paid like $13 for it. And I hear a kid. Hi, Remy. So half price of $25. I also found this cute sign, "A house is not a home without paw prints." This was $9.99. It was regular price. Yesterday, just to prep for this, it comes with this rope hanger, but of course I didn't want it because I'm going to go ahead and put it into the wreath just to give it a little oomph. And to prep to attach it to the wreath, I went ahead and used my Gorilla Glue hot glue to attach to pipe cleaners. That way it can anchor it. I think I'm going to put it in the middle just to take up more space. And it's pretty heavy because of how much wood is in it. I was originally going to kind of do something off to the side, but I don't think that as heavy as it is that I really want to do that. And I think I'm just going to have it right in the middle. So I prepped that last night. And I do have my kid running through here, so I might have to move her in a minute. So since this is an animal-themed one, I did sell my other puppy dog kisses wreath, so this is going to take the place of that one. I have some naturals, so I've got this really cute paw print, and then just a linen with the buffalo check border. So I've got my two different sizes. It's always nice to have two different sizes, a little bit of an accent. And I don't have much of this one left, but I love this paw print ribbon. My dog is barking. Okay, between the two kids, the two toddlers, and the two dogs, it's like I have 4 kids, and they get into everything. So, all right. The tools that I have for today are, of course, I've got my glue gun. I do use a bow maker now. I used to do handmade bows, but I got really bad carpal tunnel after having Liam. So it's just easy to cheat and use the bow maker to hold all of my loops. You'll need scissors, and you'll also need wire cutters. And then I'm also going to show you the 3 different types of attachments that I use. So I switch it up sometimes. Pipe cleaners are great. It gives you something to really grab onto. I also use miniature zip ties, and then I also use, they look like bread ties. So I am actually going to show you all 3 of those. That way, depending on what you have available at home or what you prefer to use, you can see that I use all 3 of them. All right, so let's get started. I am actually going to go ahead and wire in my sign first. That way I don't move it around when I'm trying to put the bows on, and then I can actually put the bows on where it's going to look the best. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the pipe cleaner and I am actually threading it through the wire that is already wrapped around these grapevine pieces on how this wreath base is actually already built. It'll provide more stability and it'll keep my sign, since my sign is so heavy, it'll keep it more secure. If it wants to cooperate. And then once I get it threaded through, all I'm going to do is wrap it around itself on the back any way that you can to just secure the wire from the pipe cleaners. I think I'm going to run this one through a couple more times. All right. Trying to be careful so all the little balls and stuff don't fall off. This is similarly how I did the paper flower wreath from yesterday. That one was actually a little bit easier. It was not a dense grapevine wreath. It was more of, they used greenery tape on the naturals to hold them together. So just like you would, make your own swag at home with floral stems, and you could use the greenery tape to tape them all together. That's how that wreath was built. So it was a little bit easier because it wasn't this dense. But this seems to be working well. I convinced my kids to watch Blippi. I think I swore I would never let my kids watch Blippi until they did, and they were entertained for hours. So they get really quiet, and every once in a while it's concerning. And I think one of them found my keys. I hear jingling. It's Danger Cupcake. So the thing that I named my shop after, because me and Robbie say that we're going to need my crafting job as like side money to pay for bail for Remy when she gets older. That's why. Remy, you need to go find Blippi. You just need to go find Blippi. This video wasn't supposed to take that long. All right, so I have it super secure in there. Let me hold it up. So this is not gonna go anywhere at all. And if you liked something that's super simplistic, honestly, you could just put this on your door just like this, if that's something that you wanted to design at your house. That did not take very long. That was super easy. You just find a sign that you like, go ahead and attach your pipe cleaners or your wire to the back, and then just wire it into your frame. I think this is really pretty the way it is, but I like bows. It just, to me, dresses it up a little bit. So let's go ahead and make that bow. I am going to use the rest of my, hey Remy, my puppy paw print. I guess these could be cat paws too. I don't know what cat paws look like. I've never had a cat. But I guess they could be. I mean, I think all the paws are the same, sort of. There's nothing on the sign that says dog, so, if you like cats, this may be for you. All right, so I'm gonna start. I've got a little bit for a tail. That is what I usually have it hanging over the top. Once you put it between your two sticks here, you're just going to twist it so that the ugly side is up. When you come back through to make your loop, you'll have the pretty side back on top. So you're gonna do that same motion. You're gonna flip and twist, and then bring back through. If you're holding it, these would be your fingers pinching it to hold it. But again, it hurts my hands a lot now, so I try not to do that. Actually, sometimes, depending on whether I know what the bow is going to look like, or if I'm just playing around with the ribbon, I will hold it in my hand, do a couple loops, and then slide it back through here just to hold it while I grab my other ribbon. So that works too. It's really whatever you feel comfortable with. If you're just starting out, some people, it's hard for them to keep a good tight grip on their ribbon. I know when I first started, the floral designers that I had showing me, they would whip these things out so fast, and I was like, I would drop the ribbon and it would just come undone, and then I would like cry because you put all this effort into creating something and then you drop it on the floor. And usually it was in front of a customer, because I learned when I was working at Michael's, and I think I dropped a handful of ribbon in front of a customer, and it was like the most defeating thing ever, because you just have this person who thinks that you're an expert at something, and then they're like, what is this person? Like, I just paid for this ribbon, it's on the floor. So that was fantastic.
Mommy, my tummy is sick.
What?
My tummy is sick.
Your tummy is sick? You haven't even eaten anything today, bud. You haven't even eaten anything. So I just went ahead and grabbed my thinner ribbon, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to do some more loops. So my first set, I went ahead and did 4 loops. I'm going to do the same thing with this. I want a fluffier bow. I don't want to use a ton of ribbon because this is just supposed to be quick. Just kind of like a quick and expensive, I don't know, what would we call this? It's one of Mommy's balls. Can you put that back? Can you put it back? It's not your ball.
My ball.
It's not your ball.
That ball.
No. No. All right. So I'm gonna try to hold this up so that you can see it. All right. So in here, I've got my 2 tails. I've got my 4 big loops and my 4 small loops. And then these are the tails that are going to come down the side of the wreath. So I've shown you pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners are amazing. A lot of people use them for everything. I have just recently, see, this is what happens when I try to grab it and pinch it, because I don't have the same hand strength that I used to. I dropped the ribbon. So I've got this and these tiny zip ties. I actually do kind of love them. Hi, Remy. Hi, Danger Cupcake. So I do like them because they do get the ribbon very tight, and I really like that. It's hard for me to do with pipe cleaners now, like I said, just because I don't have the hand strength. So with these zip ties, I can just yank on the zip tie and get it as tight as I want. My hair is crazy, y'all. I just literally woke up. Robbie went to work, and the kids... Hi! And the kids are on a whole different level. So I'm going to grab one of my pipe cleaners. You want to make something, Remy? Hey. It's almost time to go outside and play because it'll be 114 degrees again today. So I've laid my pipe cleaner down. I am going to go ahead and wrap my zip tie around it and tighten it down as tight as I can get it. There we go. Go ahead. Use my wire cutters just to snip off that excess. Oh, he found pliers. That's safe. All right. I am going to reshape my loops from my bow. That way I can kind of see what it's going to look like when I lay it onto my wreath. I'm pretty happy with this. And once I get it wired into the wreath, then I can shape it out some more. All right. So when I'm looking at it, I really like to do, a bow towards the top. I'm trying to hold this all together. A bow towards the top. I like my tails coming down, and I like them to kind of drape on the side. And then I do my little gather And then I leave the tails hanging off. Sometimes I'll put an object or flowers or some other type of attachment down here so that you have focal point and then something here, so it's like 3 of something, you know. So whether that's an ornament or another bow, or I can always find a dog toy. Like I can always go to Dollar Tree or something, find some kind of little dog toy, even PetSmart, depending on if they got something on sale, and then just attach that, and it really brings that animal feel to the wreath. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this right now. And I'm also looking in the camera so that I can see the other side. You know, this is kind of nice. Now I don't have to guess what it's going to look like on the other side. Y'all, I will seriously, before I do any more videos, I will like straighten or brush my hair. I promise. And I will look more presentable. I might even put on like some makeup. Maybe. No, probably not though. In the 2 weeks that, I say 2 weeks, this is the second week of being away from my job. It is the weirdest feeling. It is weird because like I wake up every day and I'm like, my alarm didn't go off. I'm gonna be late. That is.
See, I got it, Mommy.
You do have it.
My smile. Got it.
So hey, stop.
No, I got this.
Pause.
Open.
Okay, we're gonna try this super fast. I was gonna say before the kids came back, but I think they found me again. So I am going to now kind of pinch and gather where I think my tails would be for this wreath. I see a little gap right here where I could easily attach these into the frame underneath the flowers. Kind of don't know. Do I want a little give in it? Maybe? I don't know. Well, I definitely know my ribbon isn't going to be more than this long, so I don't mind cutting that. And then I'll just drop it. I will have to show you my teeny tiny crafter. This used to be Remy's nursery, and then I told Robbie, I was like, Remy should go and sleep with Liam, and they should have their big kid beds in the same room in case they wake up at night and need each other. Really, if one just woke up crying, maybe the other one would like play with them. And then that got me a craft room because we have another bedroom, which is our guest bedroom, where Robbie's parents stay when they come and watch the kids. So I got a huge queen size bed in there. That wouldn't work.
My video. Myself.
My son also doesn't just call me Mommy anymore. He calls me Mommy Watson. Because everybody is something Watson, because he's learned his name is Liam Watson, so I'm Mommy Watson. Robbie is Daddy Watson, and he was talking to my father yesterday, and he was like Grandpa Watson. Totally different family, but he's trying. Bless his heart. All right, so I think I'm just going to stop overthinking this because I do that a lot. I will build an entire wreath and then I will take it apart and start over because I am a crazy person. So I think I like it right there. So this is the third type of attachment that I'm going to show you, just so that you can see whether you like this or not. They come in a bunch of different colors. So these are, I mean, seriously, they're like bread ties. They're just shiny. These typically come with your bow maker. You do not have to use them I figured they were free and I was going to try them, and I don't hate them. I don't necessarily think that they are my favorite right now, but they're not bad. They're not bad. And honestly, if this is all you have at your house, I am making a wreath with it right now, so you could easily do one at your house really quick with what you have. I mean, honestly, if all you found was an old bread tie, use that thing. So I'm going to now attach this in. I will also use hot glue just because I don't feel super secure that this would stay. And that hot glue is going to be able to adhere the bow to my wreath. But I'm also going to use it to get some of the like white greenery on here, the berries and stuff. I'm going to use that to cover up where I am attaching this. All right, there we go. And it holds fairly well. I'm going to tuck that under. I'm going to reshape my berries on here. And then I am going to add a little bit of hot glue just as soon as I know that's where I want everything, because hot glue is forever. It's not. I just don't want to mess it up and, you know, think that I've got to pull this off. Oh, I don't like it. So here we go. So I've got my bow, I've got my sign, I've got my little tails. I'm going to move the loops around so that you can actually see the wording on the sign. And then if it doesn't stay where I put it, you can also add a little dot of hot glue to keep the loops where they need to be. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail the ends because I think that's cute. Sometimes I will roll them. If I have a double-sided ribbon that's really pretty, rolling the ends so that you see that pop of color underneath is really cool. I've got some expensive ribbon that's like that. I've done it on a couple of my other arrangements. I'm looking at one right now. We're going to do a lit...
Mommy, what's it? Mom made me hit by me.
Remy bit you. What did she do? Did she bite you? She bit you? Did that hurt? Okay, Remy, we do not bite, ma'am. Can you give Liam a hug to show him you're sorry? Can you give him a hug? Liam, would you accept a hug from Remy to say sorry? He does not want to accept the hug to say sorry. Don't feel too bad because Liam does his fair share of biting. He's like a piranha, although Remy has sharp teeth. Hi, Remy. Okay, that was fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, dovetail my ends here. To do that, all you're going to do, I realized I haven't gone through that, and I didn't know this until someone showed me. I thought, you just cut your little V in the end, and I'm like, but it's not even, it doesn't make sense. And then like someone showed me and I was like, wow, that was simple. Why didn't I think about that? So literally take your ribbon, fold it in the middle, hold it, bam. So now everything is symmetrical. Your V looks nice and crisp. Can't see here. There we go. All right. So it looks nice and crisp. Some of my ribbon is a little bit wrinkled because I did prep my bow last night, and then I was like, no, I'm going to show you how I do my bow. So I have a little steamer, and I'm going to steam out the wrinkles that I have in my bow before I'm finished. But if you don't do that. You won't have wrinkles. I just thought I would be super prepared, and then I was like, no, I need to show them how I make my bows. Because I would have someone ask. It never fails. All right, so little dots of hot glue to hold the berries. My glue gun is not on. I think my kid turned it off. So anyway, I am going to put some dots of hot glue right there. It's going to hold the berries down. It's going to cover where the ribbon is attached to the wreath. And of course I'm going to upload finished pictures of this so that you can see it. And I'm going to do it outside so that you can see it in natural light. Other than that, you have a super quick wreath, easy to make on your own. It's got your ribbon, it's got your customized sign, whatever kind of sign you pick out, whether it says home sweet home, welcome, paw prints. So super easy. You don't even have to worry about putting any of your greenery down. You're buying your wreath already pre-made from the store. Get these when they are 50% off. You can find really beautiful wreaths right now at Hobby Lobby, at home, Michael's, and then build on that. Don't just use the store-bought ones. Make them unique for you, for your family, for your house, things that you like. And buying them already on clearance or sale is going to allow you a little bit of extra funds to dress it up the way that you want. So, didn't take very long. It would have taken even less time if I didn't have the kids yelling at me. But normally, if I do something like this, it takes me like 20 minutes. If I wanted to, I could purchase a bunch of them. I could change them out throughout the year. If I wanted something different for my door. I've heard that from a lot of people, that while they like the super intricate wreaths, they think they're beautiful, they want something that is reasonable, that they can change out every 2 months, every 3 months. Sometimes for every holiday, and going into the end of the year, we have a bunch of holidays. So doing something like this would be a lot more cost efficient and a lot more DIY friendly if you're just trying to do it as a weekend project. So I hope that helps. I'm going to be making some more how-to videos on the intricate wreaths. But have a great afternoon. Bye.